Hey everyone, it's Luke here again with, of course, Reggie Boy for our Wednesday sales/new release updates. Today we're going over new releases since we went over sales from last week, and I guess Reggie's trying to ditch me here. I got 12 games. Oh, sorry bud, I actually just hit him in the face. We have 12 games I'm going to show you today out of the 53 that came out. Not all of them are golden, but hey, I only got to work with what they give me, right, on the Nintendo Switch. So here we go. First one I would say that I am most drawn to would be Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. This is a game that came back out in the Xbox 360 long ago. It is a action real-time combat game made by Namco 10 years ago in 2009. From what I've seen on reviews, it has good story. The combat looks decent. It looks like a game that would be actually turn-based, but it's not. It's action. It's got an 83 on Metacritic and an 8.7 on Metacritic for users, so it's really well loved right now. It's $49, so it's not something I'm going to get right away, but if it drops on sale, it might be something fun to revisit there for you guys. Next up, you probably have heard of this one. Yes, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe came out finally on the Nintendo Switch. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. I did play this on the Wii U. I had a lot of fun with it. I've heard some people say, the game's kind of bland. There isn't really much to it. And while, yes, that might be true in some sense, I still have very good memories of playing this with my roommates and with my wife, who was at the time my girlfriend. We had a ton of fun, so I'm tempted to buy it on the Nintendo Switch just so I can take it and have another party game with me. But it's also the same exact game it was on the Wii U. They didn't really add much to it except for some new characters that I wouldn't want to play as is anyways. And it's freaking still $60. So my recommendation, if you've never played it, it might be worth getting. If you have people to play with at home, family or friends, then yeah. But if you already played it like me, it's not super exciting, to be honest. Then we got Fitness Boxing, which, well, is a game to box and do fitness moves. It's kind of reminds me of DDR, which is a game that you would play, yeah, sort of for fun, but also was just a really good workout. And that's what this game is basically. You're doing, uppercuts and jabs and different boxing moves to basically do a workout. So, if you don't have Wii Fit anymore and you're looking for a game that works you out, that's what it's for. It's got a 70 on Metacritic. It's just a standard game of fitness. I don't know. It's $50. Not much to it. Then we got Cave Blazers here, which I'm a little bit more excited for. It's $15 right now. It's on $12. I don't know when that goes off sale there, but for right now it's a couple bucks cheaper. It's a rogue-like platforming game. Some people have said it's really, really hard and maybe a little bit too hard for them, but a lot of people they said they've really liked it. It's randomly generated levels. People have compared it to Dead Cells, but it's also a little bit different. One of the biggest differences is that there's some local co-op, so that's kind of cool if you have a friend that you want to play this with. So it originally came out on other platforms, and it got an 88% on Steam, so it's pretty well liked. And if you're looking for another roguelike, for me, I'm still needing to play Dead Cells, so I'm not going to get it yet because I finished that and Hollow Knight. But if you're looking for another one, it can be a good one to have on your Switch. Next up, we have Catastronauts, or Cat Astronauts, I'm not sure. It is $17 on Steam. Not a huge, well-known game. It seemed more of an indie game. Right now on Steam, it only has 25 reviews and 80% are positive. From what I've seen on YouTube and what one of the people said that I watched it, it's kind of like an Overcooked meets FTL. So if you are looking for another co-op fun game, if you already have Overcooked, then you might want to try this one out. It seems like worth a shot for $17. Some people complained about the controls on Steam, but I'm guessing that the Switch would have different controls, so maybe there isn't that problem. There's just not enough of reviews for me to really check out so far. Next up, we have Onimusha Warlords. Hopefully I said that. It's $20 games. Originally came out back on the PS2 in 2001, so we're going way back for this one, but apparently it's a Capcom game that people really loved. It has 3 games to this series, I believe. This is just the first one as far as I know. It's a hack and slash action game. It's got only 69 on Metacritic, but a 7.9 user score, so it sounds like people like it. The review I saw kind of compared it to like a Devil May Cry or Resident Evil game, but I'm not sure because I haven't played it. It's obviously samurai based. It looks decent, nothing that I'm probably going to get. Then we have Momodora Riviera Under the Moonlight. Ooh, this is a $14 game, just got ported to the Switch. I believe it was a 2016 game. It's well loved on Steam with 94%. It's an indie action platformer. Kind of reminds me of like an old Nintendo or Sega game that I would play. Nothing specific, but just kind of that style of art. So if you're looking for another 2D action platformer, it's well loved and I think worth checking out. I'm going to put this on my wish list for now. After that, we got Hive Jump for $10. This game originally was on the Wii U. Not super popular, but it's a side-scrolling action shooter that's, I think from what I hear, is really intended for co-op fun. You can play it single player, but I heard that it kind of gets boring and repetitive, so unless you have co-op and are just goofing off with friends, it's probably not a game that you want to pick up. If I had more friends that I regularly played local co-op with, I might get it, but I don't think my wife is going to want to play this game. It's got a 72% on Steam, so, you know, it's $10. I can't expect too much from it, but it's a decent new release. Now, this one's kind of a random pickup that I just saw. It was $13. Big Crown Showdown. It's probably not honestly worth getting at $13 if there's a sale maybe, but essentially what it is, or what it looks like to me, is just a party fighting game where you're jumping around, the screen's constantly moving, constantly putting you on edge, and you're trying to punch each other off the edge or to kill them. So if you're just looking for some multiplayer fun casually with friends, it's not a bad thing to check out or wait for a sale. Up next is Ho Pico on the Switch. Right now it's $6.99. It's usually $9.99. I'm going to show you a Steam trailer because for some reason it doesn't have one on the Nintendo Switch here, but it's just a speed run platformer arcade game. You're just trying to jump from spot to spot. Apparently it has really fast, intense levels that just go by really, really quick, and so you can play through a lot of it. Just a lot of speed running, just trying to get to the goal as fast as possible. So if you're kind of into that thing, just hammering down on the mechanics of a game to get slightly better scores, this could be something that would be really fun. I heard good things about it. Right now it only has 10 reviews on Steam even, but they're all positive, so a little indie game worth checking out. Second to last is The Aquatic Adventure of the Last Human. $13. Right now it's just over $9. I was going to pass over this game, but I think I watched a Switch Up review of the game on YouTube, and they gave it a decent rating. It's kind of a dystopia submarine action game. You use your submarine to shoot different monsters and boss battles. Kind of the biggest complaint I heard from them was that the boss battles got very tedious. Like it would take 20 to 30 minutes just to beat one boss. And not that they died or anything. It was just like that difficult to get enough shots in on this boss. But I heard that it had some good stylistic graphics, a decent story, and if you're looking for an indie game to support an indie developer, I think it's worth checking out and worth a play. Number 12 on my list, the final one to check out, is Mad Age, and this guy for $5 on the Nintendo Switch. This is a bomb slinger type of game. You may have remembered a couple months ago I did a Bomb Slinger review, which is another Bomberman type game, and I really loved that and I really enjoyed that game. So if you haven't played that game, that one's also worth checking out. It's on the Switch. But we're talking about new games here, and Mad Age and this guy looks like another type of Bomberman game. It doesn't have a lot of reviews or much out on it yet, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty standard for a Bomberman type of game. And if that's your shindig, which it's kind of mine now. I'm kind of getting into more of those style games, even though I've never really played the original Bomberman. It seems like a decent version, and it's only $5, so might be worth getting. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this episode. Just want to kind of give out the new releases real quick. I convinced Reggie, maybe unwillingly, to at least give you guys a good old goodbye here. He's being blocked by the mic. Let me know if there's any other new games that came out on the Switch. You know, I try to do my best to give you the best ones, but honestly, I haven't played these. I'm just looking at trailers, looking at reviews, trying to give you guys a quick update on Wednesdays every 2 weeks of what the best new games are. So if there's something I miss, something that you think should be out there, drop it in the comments, or just drop in the comments what games you think you're gonna buy, or at least put on your wish list. I'm interested to know as a community what you guys are enjoying or looking into, and we will see you guys in the next video. Whew. Peace.